Celestial navigation is the ancient practice of using the sun, moon, stars, and planets to find your way across land and sea. Long before GPS and modern maps, sailors, explorers, and adventurers relied on the night sky to guide them. This method of navigation has a rich history, filled with fascinating tools and incredible journeys that changed the world. Thousands of years ago, people looked to the sky to help them travel. Ancient Polynesians were some of the first master navigators. They sailed vast distances across the Pacific Ocean in simple canoes, guided by the stars, ocean swells, cloud patterns, and even the flight of birds. They memorized star maps, known as star compasses, identifying which constellations rose and set at specific times of the year. This allowed them to travel between islands separated by hundreds of miles of open water without modern instruments. The ancient Egyptians used celestial navigation to align their pyramids and guide their ships along the Nile River. The Phoenicians, renowned sailors around 1200 BCE, navigated the Mediterranean Sea using Polaris, also known as the North Star, because it stays almost fixed in the sky, pointing toward the North Pole. This made it a reliable reference point for determining direction, especially for north-south travel. As seafaring became more advanced, sailors needed better tools to improve accuracy. Around the 2nd century BCE, the Greeks developed the astrolabe, an instrument that helped measure the angle between a celestial body, like a star or the sun, and the horizon. This angle, called the altitude, helped sailors estimate their latitude, how far north or south they were from the equator. The astrolabe was later refined by Islamic scholars during the Golden Age of Islam, making it a key tool in both astronomy and navigation. During the Age of Exploration, 15th to 17th centuries, European explorers like Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan relied heavily on celestial navigation. They used the cross staff, a simple tool with sliding cross pieces to measure the angle of the sun or a star above the horizon. However, the cross staff required looking directly at the sun, which was uncomfortable and sometimes dangerous. Later, the invention of the sextant in the 18th century revolutionized navigation. The sextant allowed for more precise measurements of celestial bodies without the need to look directly at the sun. It worked by using mirrors to bring the image of a star down to the horizon line, allowing sailors to measure angles with great accuracy. This helped determine both latitude and, with the help of accurate timekeeping, longitude. While finding latitude was relatively easy with celestial tools, determining longitude, your position east or west, was much harder. In fact, it was one of the greatest scientific challenges of the 17th and 18th centuries. Navigators needed to know the exact time at a fixed location, such as Greenwich, England, to compare with the local time determined by the sun's position. This led to the invention of the marine chronometer by John Harrison in the 1700s. Harrison's chronometer was a highly accurate clock that kept time even in rough sea conditions. By comparing the local solar time, determined by the sun's position, with the time at Greenwich, sailors could calculate their longitude. This breakthrough dramatically improved maritime navigation, reducing the risks of getting lost at sea. Even today, celestial navigation is taught as a backup method in case modern technology fails. While GPS, Global Positioning System, has largely replaced traditional tools, navigators still learn how to use sextants, star charts, and nautical almanacs. A nautical almanac provides the positions of celestial bodies at specific times, making it easier to perform calculations. The U.S. Navy reintroduced celestial navigation training in the 21st century to ensure sailors could navigate without relying solely on electronic systems. This decision was influenced by concerns over cybersecurity threats that could compromise GPS signals. Interestingly, celestial navigation isn't just for sailors. Space explorers also use similar principles. For example, the Apollo missions to the Moon relied on sightings of stars and the Earth to adjust their course. Modern spacecraft continue to use star trackers, devices that identify star patterns to help navigate through space. Celestial navigation has been a vital skill throughout human history. From Polynesian voyagers crossing the Pacific to European explorers charting new territories, and even astronauts navigating the cosmos, the stars have been our guide. While modern technology has changed how we travel, the knowledge of how to navigate by the stars remains an incredible testament to human curiosity, ingenuity, and our eternal connection to the night sky.